Hi guitar class, sorry it has taken me so long to make this video. Anyway, this is a video about how to play Joy to the World with anchor chords. Remember, our goal is to play this live during our Christmas program on December 13th at the 8:30 service and 10:45 service. And I'll be in touch with your parents about this. Okay, what we're going to do today is review the anchor chords. We're going to play through Joy to the World. Then I'll review and teach you how to use a capo for this song. And then we'll practice together on a recording I made of Joy to the World. And you have heard this recording. You'll hear it regularly during Advent as our music before the 10:45 service. Okay? So first, let's review the anchor chords. All right, I'm going to angle the guitar down here. Remember, the idea of the anchor chords is that we have some fingers that are anchored in one place that really don't move, and that's fingers 3 and 4. They're anchored right down here, okay? And then we have a G. This is anchor G. And then we move these fingers here. We have anchor C. And then here is anchor D, which is really D sus. And lift the pinky, and you have D. Now in Joy to the World, we're only going to use 3 chords. We're going to use anchor G, then we'll use anchor C, and then we'll use a regular D, which means we have to go like this. Gotta lift our pinky. All right, so you see that? Those are the 3 chords we're going to use. So let me play a little bit of it. It'll go something like this. Well, let me back up. The strumming pattern we're going to use is this one. Look at the strumming pattern. It's down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, like this. Okay, so I showed you the chords, showed you the strumming pattern. Now let me do a little bit of it. Now listen closely, okay? Here we go. We'll start with G, and you'll hear the strumming pattern. So that's the basic way of doing it. And that's in the key of G. Now that's the key that I use on the recording I made that we play before worship. But when we play the song with the congregation, we're going to play something that's easier to sing for them. It's going to be in a different key. And we'll have to use a capo for that. But before we go to the capo, let me remind you of something. The hardest chord change we're going to make is from G to D. Y'all are very used to going G, C, D, like this. This is part of the anchor chain. Y'all are used to that, lifting that pinky up. But we have a couple times where we go right from G to D. So what you have to do is train your fingers with regular, consistent, good practice. Train your fingers to do that. I still have to do that myself. When I'm learning a new song or adding a new chord to my repertoire of chords, I have to train my fingers to do it. There's some songs I really want to learn, and then I realize, gosh, I've got to practice because I have to train my fingers to do these things. But it's worth it. And every time you train your fingers to do something new, they get used to doing this kind of activity. Okay, so anyway, let me remind you once again that I really want you to practice going from G to D. Anchor G, anchor D. Okay, now I can do this with my eyes closed because I practiced it a lot. But now let's go on to how to use a capo. Now this is the kind of capo I have right here. Very, very common capo. Has a spring inside. You hold it like this, and you squeeze it to open it, all right? So this part will go right along the neck of the guitar, right along the fretboard. This other part with a little rubber shock absorber or cushion, that goes on the back, on the neck, on the back. So it looks like this. If I want to put it on capo 5, so right here, so let me show you. I have 1, 2, 3, there's the dot, 3, 4, 5, there's the dot for 5, 3 and 5. If I want to put it on capo 5, I put it like this. Now what I like to do is I like to put it right behind the fret I'm targeting. That way it securely holds those strings down, so there's no buzzing. Watch what happens when I move it too far away. I don't know if you can hear it, there's some extra buzzing. And it would get worse as I played other chords. But I move it right here. A nice sound, right? So here are the anchor chords on capo 5, which is the key of C, that we'll be playing it during the Christmas program for people to sing along with. So it would sound like this. So, joy, joy to the world. Okay, so that's what it's like to play it with the capo. Now I want you to practice both ways, okay? I want you to practice without the capo, because that's what you're used to doing, but then I want you to practice with the capo on. Because if you notice, as the frets go higher, here's low. The frets are further apart on this part of the neck, but as they go higher, they're closer together. So actually that might be a little easier for you to play, since your hands, the young people, your hands are a little smaller, okay? But practice putting that capo on and playing Joy to the World up here in the key of C. But also practice playing down here. When you practice along with the recording I made, you practice down here without the capo. So the G would be like this. But I also, once again, want you to practice up here. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's go ahead and practice the song in the key of C and just follow along with me. I'll call out the chords. You ready? So here you go. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. G. Ready? Here we go. Joy. The world, C, C, D, G, C, D, G, ya ba 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 ba, and heaven and nature sing. Get ready, and D, heaven and nature sing. G, and okay, so there you go. Practice along with that, but you can have some fun practicing along with this other recording I made, okay, without the capo, and that'll happen in just a minute. Keep practicing. You know, have your parents call me if you have any questions. This is going to be really, really, really fun. Here is Joy to the World in C major with a capo on fret 5. Look right here, capo fret 5, and using G-shaped chords, anchor chords. You ready? Here we go, and we'll have an introduction. Ready? Joy
to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. No more let sins and sorrows grow, nor thorns infest the ground. He comes to make his blessings flow, far as the curse is found, far as the curse is found, far as the curse is found. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness and wonders of his love.